Welcome back to La-Mulana. We got a lot of stuff to do today. But I will tell you this. After this long set of random arbitrary bullshit that I just do out of the tip of my hat, we got 2 boss fights today.
2 boss fights? Oh.
Cause I
see, and you're like, oh, 40-minute LP video, but this one's gonna be action-packed, baby.
Yeah, I kind of need to do bosses though, which is why I'm doing them. I don't know why
Surt.
I have this weird compulsion where I feel like I'd just rather do all the bosses at once rather than interspersed.
Because what's pacing?
Yeah, exactly. So interesting note, for those of you viewing back home, if you noticed before we warped out, you could see Surtr going back to his room. That's because we have the light scythe.
He's just like, well, I guess I better get busy.
I sense danger. My wife tells me there's a bitch to fight.
Someone got the light scythe. God damn it, Osiris.
So this is another interesting bit about the game in that there were a bunch of fancy tablets in the game that each have a little bit of like Armageddon lore for Eglana. Those were actually clues. Hidden in each tablet is a clue that is very pivotal to accessing certain parts of the area and beating the game. And now at this point, with most of the stuff done, Freya Lees, I believe it is? No, that's the fucking magic character. Freya. Freya says she's going to identify those words now for us. Now, identifying
Nice.
the words and knowing the context are 2 totally different things. Why the fuck did I say Freya Lees? It's fucking Freya. So here's the first clue. If we want to deal with Ratatoskr, we gotta figure out the keyword missing.
Okay, well, as you guys learned only today, I'm extremely stupid, so I'm gonna be no help at all.
Oh yeah. Some of these clues are ridiculous. So part 5 there with the sun and moon, that is the most important clue in the game, and there's no real like pinning clue to what it is. And when we actually get to use that clue, you'll realize how upset I was when I realized what it was used for.
Oh, I don't know. Like, puzzles like that are kind of neat where, you know, they're obvious once you get it, but until then you're like, how the fuck?
Yeah. You always feel like you're missing something and you think that's the clue, but it's not.
Yeah. It's a bunch of dirty tricks.
By the way, for the first part, remember how I mentioned that we're going to need a lot of money? Today is the money farming episode. It's only going to happen here. I'm probably going to torment you with it 3 times. But here's the fun thing. Unlike La-Mulana 2, or unlike La-Mulana 1, in 2 there's actually a pattern to fairy spawn. I believe if you cancel out the animation like that, like you would in the first game, it goes heal fairy, weapon fairy, heal fairy, item fairy, heal fairy, key fairy. So you're not going to be wasting any time trying to find your fairy, but you're going to be wasting time elsewhere because yeah, we need that cash right the fuck now.
Sure. Okay, so it's instead of being just like random what fairy you end up getting.
And you could still, I think you could still program what fairy you get, but really that takes effort.
Yeah.
So after about 5 minutes of wasting everybody's time, let's go back here.
867.
Yeah, we started with
Good
3.
name, Amanda Dosh.
Yeah, we started with about 300, so that's a pretty good amount. Though I will say, that first farm, when we get to the item we're gonna buy, it was kinda pointless. I could use the money later, but I guess it was for the demonstration purpose of the LP and my slow fucking descent into psychosis over capitalism.
Hey, money makes the child dungeon go round.
That could be... You know what, never mind. By the way, Skippy, remember last episode when we met good old Shenlong?
Sure.
But I digress. Here's a puzzle we haven't seen yet, because I actually have not been to this part of the area yet. Ah, you big bitch.
Oh, I'm just sitting here pondering. I don't know what's going on. Oh no!
I thought his boomerang had a set range. Turns out the set range is my fucking face.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you kind of got defeated.
So,
oh, you still don't have any weights?
yeah, check this shit out. I don't even fucking realize it.
You're like, why isn't weight coming out? Why isn't a weight? What's going on?
That slow realization. God damn it.
Son of a pickle.
Meanwhile, 5 minutes later.
Well, at least you didn't get hit this time.
This episode is like 40 minutes long and had a lot of editing.
Sure.
Namely for farming, but, you know.
Well, yeah. And also for stuff like that. You can only buy 10 weights, huh?
I only bought 10 weights because I wanted to keep as much money as I possibly can.
Ah, I see.
Now, here's a weird fucking reference. The name makes it obvious. This guy is trying to reference the, game from, I forget his name, but he made, Hydora and something else. But this is, Hydolite. But
Oh, okay.
it's not Hydolite from the game. The design is actually theoretically based on Saitama from One Punch Man.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of seeing a little Saitama there.
Yeah, and the emphasis on pumping you up.
Sure.
I don't know why they did that. Whatever. It's inconsequential.
Yeah.
Now we gotta do something here in the Underworld, but first let's meet a certain someone.
Ah, Eurydice.
So our first fucking money grind is gonna be the payoff for this woman. Actually, no. That'll be our second one. Our first one is actually nearby. I say nearby, but I'm going in the wrong direction.
Ah, whoops.
Look, hell is really hard to navigate. Please bear with me.
Well, look, I know hell's hard to get around. If it was easy to get around, it wouldn't be hell.
Remember this weirdo?
Oh, the Fairy Guild.
Key Fairy!
Oh, keeper.
I love this rude ass bitch.
Hey, yo, shit! Shit, no!
I love her so much. I feel like she's the kind of gal that if you're friends with her, she will more than often like be the most vulgar person on the planet, but still like super nice.
Yep, she's got that Kaine from Nier kind of feel,
Yeah.
where she'll call you a dumb motherfucker.
So Key Fairy is weird in this incarnation. She has two functions this time. She will identify destroyable terrain that is not like obvious at the time, and only certain ones too. Like, it won't show you obviously breakable walls, but it'll show you something like this. However, it won't break the wall. Other ones, she'll break the wall.
Right.
Now, the big problem with this is because, as I mentioned, there is a pattern to the fairies. You can always reliably get the Key Fairy, no matter what. Therefore, once she identifies a secret, she pieces out.
Ah, okay.
And there are certain instances where you want to use the Key Fairy somewhere, and they're just like, hey, check this shit out, bitch! Later!
Like, hey, shit, what up?
Now here's some fun
Peace out.
Now here's some fun that I actually get to have with this game because it does what I want.
What's up, fake Baphomet?
She's a fake Baphomet. She's non-boss fight alternate side Baphomet. She's actually pretty chill.
Yeah. She's a cosplayer.
Speaking of non-boss fight, I'm glad I got that reference on camera.
Yeah, that's my dad. Oh, what's up? You got your goat face on, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why she decided to like put on airs. Now here's where I was just sitting here going into Galaxy Brain, but I'm like, wait a minute.
What if I dress like Baphomet?
Nothing happens.
Ah, that sucks.
I know. I was just sitting there like, wait a minute.
What if I dress like Baphomet? Look, twinsies!
Then she'll notice me for sure.
Yeah. That's... Yeah, what did you do with your next 20 minutes, sir? Oh, more of this shit.
Yep. Now we're back here, because I kind of wanted to check in on Mulbrook. Oddly enough, she doesn't say the line I was expecting her to for the first time.
What, like something about her grandpappy?
Yeah, actually. Because she's supposed to have that queued up, but I also never, like, checked out the other... Here we go. Yeah, the interesting thing about, the first game was... What are you doing?
She's having a real think.
Like, sure, she's lived for over 20,000 years, but she's still a 21-year-old.
Sure.
But in the first game, Mulbrook was actually being. I don't know if this is the case for sure, but she worked with the philosophers, and I believe she was being groomed to become a philosopher, which is why she was which is why she was privileged to like be around them. Also, my buddy Hero getting me a harp.
That's right.
He's great. But yeah, Mulbrook has a deep established connection with the philosophers, which is why during the last episode she was super bummed out when Alcinata was laid to eternal rest. But I digress. We have a harp, and we know someone that wants a harp, so let's get him a harp. This shit was fucking expensive.
Yes, it was. It is not cheap to have a harp.
Now, this puzzle is kinda bullshit in the best way. You're gonna love it.
Alright. I'm feeling fine.
I just gotta figure out how to navigate this stupid place, because even after getting through a lot of it, I still can't figure out how to get to, was it Osiris? I forget who's the harp boy.
Orpheus.
Orpheus, thank you.
There he is.
That is not his harp.
Okay.
So, if you remember a while back, Pig Shop was selling the music software for 1,000 gold.
Great. So, what did Highwing do with his next 20 minutes?
Farm the shit out of money. Actually, I did not.
Are you just gonna steal it from the pig? You can't rob a pig.
No, I cannot rob a pig. She's too good. But you'll see what happens when we get there.
She like, is that a, oh, you know, I'm not even gonna guess.
Yeah, let's leave it let's leave it with the pregnant pause to see just how dumb this is. As I hate dogs here.
Oh, little pupper.
It is now 50 gold. Her logic is hilarious. If I mark up the price, I figure music freaks will buy it. So,
But none did.
the trigger was we had to get the harp in order to trigger Orpheus. That way the shop owner will drop the price. Now,
Right.
you can get the 1,000 gold to buy the software. But if you do, she will stop you from buying it, saying, "No, that's important." So you have to buy the fucking harp.
Well, I mean, same difference, right? Just
Oof.
wherever you blow. Wow.
So-
You nearly got it.
So the unfortunate bit is this is not Osiris's harp. So how do we play music for her?
Right.
This is a deep cut for fans of the first game. This is the music that plays when you go to Eden in the first game, which becomes the Gate of Illusion, the most famous level in the game.
And it's a harp track.
Played by Orpheus.
Fantastic.
Help! Go away!
Yeah. Well, you ready to see? What do you say?
At least she's accepting of the fact that we fucking tried. Now,
There you go.
if you're playing this game for the first time, I highly recommend saving that message because you're not seeing it again.
Right.
But this opened up a new area. A new area that we'll explore in a hot minute because I got beat up on the way here.
Hey. Need them dollars, child. Whoa!
Yeah, I may have gone a little bit psycho there.
Whoa!
So, with, fuck, I forget what it is. It was a reference to a money god, and I didn't check it when we picked it up, but, that increases your money cap from, 999s to 2,000.
Yeah, it was like Ganesh's mantra or something?
Yeah, Ganesh's mantra.
I don't actually know what Ganesh's portfolio is in Hinduism.
Fun fact, we didn't have to use, the badge there. We were actually going slower due to a glitch.
Okay.
So I want to go for a side thing because I want to get a really useful item. It's kind of nerfed since the first game, but, you know, still nice to have, and I like the shopkeeper.
Doing a side thing for an item that distracts us from what we were trying to accomplish in this Let's Play?
Sounds like a highwayism.
That does sound a little bit like what we've been doing.
So I kind of stuck around here for a bit because I realized I didn't stop by here in this playthrough. Now, one thing I would advise is that for the midpoint of the game, I would definitely program this place as a warp point, just because it makes things a lot quicker for certain circumstances.
Sure.
Now, if you looked in the bottom left corner there, which I probably should have pointed out a while ago, there was a chest there. If you punch it a little bit, you get the, I think that one's the babushka outfit.
Oh, okay.
Because I know you get the Valkyrie from Immortal Battlefield. You get the babushka here. Now I'm just trying to remember where you get the demon outfit. Now, since that's a 5-soul gate, that just now opened up for us.
Ah, nice.
Back to Takamagahara, because Ancient Chaos is the inverse point of this area. And this is the only way to get to this specific room set of Takamagahara. But also, yo.
Alright.
Mulbrook information. Oh, she's 25. I forgot.
With the burger.
Yep. She's got good taste.
I do love a burger.
I like the fact
Trying
that...
to stay current, but never getting it quite right. Yep.
Yeah,
I can relate.
she is a 90s goth gal in I think this is set in 2020.
Sure.
So it's hilarious that Mulbrook's trying to be cool, but not really doing it at all. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think that's something we all do.
She's prematurely 30.
Now, there is combustible gas here, but I have no reason to fucking exploderize myself right now.
Sure.
I find it really weird that we could swim with the clay outfit.
Yeah.
You
Them
think?
big flappy feet.
Well, I was thinking it's just an entire suit of clay, right? How are we? Lumisa must have some fucking impressive upper body strength.
Yeah. No, I'd believe it.
Oh yeah.
Just the amount of like whipping and climbing and.
Yeah, let me tell you that it's really fucking hard to use a whip like fucking Indy and Lumisa use a whip for. Like, it's easy to do the whip crack. It's hard to use a whip like a fucking weapon.
Yep. wonder if a whip is ever used as a weapon. Seems really impractical.
It's used by animal trainers, so it's definitely meant to be used in some sort of violent capacity.
I thought it was more like just the, you know, the cracky sound.
I know some people use it as like pain deterrence. Like there have been like lions and I believe bulls with like slash marks from a whip.
Dang. Oh, that's so nasty.
Mm-hmm. That shit hurts, man. Even when it doesn't like pierce the skin, that shit fucking hurts.
Sure. Well, you got a piece of dang old leather moving at the speed of sound.
Yep.
Mammon.
So if I mentioned it, I forgot if I mentioned it before, but this area is basically like D&D characters the level, or D&D monsters.
Okay.
Because it's
Right.
based off Greek and Roman mythos.
Okay.
Because I know Minotaur and Wyvern, Mammon. I believe those are like Greek inspired. Echidna though is something else, which is bugging me.
Echidna's like Sumerian.
Say hello.
No, she's Greek. She's Greek.
Say hello.
She's a snake lady.
Say hello to Fairyland. She's a reference to Hydelide 3. She's high as shit.
Yeah, she's really. I'm gonna kick your ass with wonders.
I like her a lot.
Yep. Echidna is the mother of all monsters.
Mm-hmm. And that's the case
Well,
here too.
of most monsters.
Now here's the thing about the Angel Shield. It is the best shield in both games, period. There's just a slight problem with this version. Getting the Angel Shield in the first game was a bit of a trial, but when you got it, you got the best shield in the fucking game. If something attacked you up front, it was not going to hit you if it was a projectile. In this game, it doesn't cover all of you. There is still a slight bit of hitbox above you and below you. So in that regard, it makes sense that it's way easier to get. It still helps a lot, but man, I miss Ultimate Angel Shield. It was really fucking good.
Yeah. But where's the fun if you've got an impenetrable?
It would make a lot of boss fights a lot easier, Skippy.
I like his you bought a thing face. I'm not used to seeing a cow smile.
Yeah, he's very excitable. Now,
He's got his little fork.
we got Lonely House moving because that is the whip software combo. That with La-Mulana software means we now have the strongest weapon in the game, bar none.
Ah, nice.
Now I still got one more thing I want to do in the Underworld, and it involves the Key Fairy, and it involves a couple secrets. This tablet is fucking important. Screen cap that shit, save it, what the fuck ever. Make sure you have that, do not forget it.
Tattoo it on your forehead backwards so every time you look in the mirror.
Hell yeah. So, here's a disclaimer. I definitely did not get the clue for this puzzle with the doggy there. You get it by talking to Hermod in the Divine Fortress.
Look at this guy.
I am Hades! You're not the Disney one, dude. I don't care.
What is a man? A miserable pile of vampires.
Oh yeah, he does look like a Dracula, doesn't he?
He sure looks like Dracula.
See, what kind of disappointed me is when I first saw him, I just sat there and thought, your hair is not blue and on fire. I really don't care.
I'm not hearing James Woods.
Yeah, oh, it was James. I don't know why I thought it was Jay Leno.
Probably the chin. I don't know.
But yeah, you get a little bit of information here. The most important one being the Sakit puzzle.
Ah, yep.
God, these Lucifers are so annoying. Yeah, that is the sound of me looking up the answer because I did not get the clue. The clue you get from Hermod because he's just like, if you want to go to the Underworld, tell Garm these words, he will awaken. What he doesn't tell you, well, I kind of want to clean up the field first. There we go. Oh no! What he doesn't tell you is that, Garm's a piece of shit.
Haha!
That is an IK, and if you stand at the edge of that cliff, it is still an instant kill because it's headbutting you.
Outstanding.
Now here's a fucking right hook out of nowhere.
Hey, Ratatoskr!
Those gems
See
can
you
create
again.
fucking lasers?
Yeah, he's just getting better and better. Look at this little guy.
That shit hurts.
Can you imagine this guy's a chipmunk? I mean, a squirrel? It's just a little squirrel guy, just got all these moves.
A squirrel with a fucking big bang attack. What is this shit?
Yeah, man.
Oh my...
He's just like, I got my stone! Look at my stone!
He's a fucking Ryu player. Just, I took it for days until you try to come in, and then the uppercut gets you.
Later, nerd. That's the right way to play a Shoto.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck are dialing combos? Get that Cody shit out of here. We play Shotos here in fucking let's see, Mega Man 4. Fuck. Now the big
I'm
thing.
not here to put work in. I'm just here to quarter circle punch. Quarter circle punch.
So you can bait him to do the tackle. It's just significantly harder because now he has the laser option. But
Right.
the laser option has a flaw in that it doesn't shoot immediately in front of him.
He just wiggles it around. I'm gonna get you.
It is the
Don't stand in front of me.
the wiggle is the funniest thing in my opinion.
You better not. Fine, you can have my stone.
Yeah, that gets us the stone he fucking jacked from Icefire Treetop.
Fine. If you want the stone so bad.
So, for those of you that have been keeping up notes, and if you're watching this blind to the game with after Agent finishes LP, good on you, man. You decided to watch the weird playthrough that makes no sense and doesn't have any clues. But I believe King Yama in Immortal Battlefield mentions that the Key Fairy is going to be pivotal in navigating the Underworld because the Key Fairy will get us a weapon that'll allow us to do a bunch of shit down here. So what I'm trying to do is clear this fucking area so I can have an easier time getting down here with the Key Fairy. But guess what ain't fucking happening right now? These Lucifers are fucking pieces of shit and I hate them.
Look at him.
La 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 la.
Also, I believe that gate right there is important. Can't say for sure, because usually the bronze mirror procs whenever you're near a gate, but it's not doing it here. So you see that you see that lantern with the green glow?
Yeah.
That is a Key Fairy block. Until we get a Key Fairy down here, we can't break that.
Oh.
I'm just kind of clearing this up because I'm a very upset individual right now. Gonna get myself healed, gonna get myself cleaned up. And with the power of editing, we're right back here.
Hey, nice. And there you go. Go get him.
Good job,
Go get that
bitch.
shit.
And we get fun.
Ha! Hello, old friend.
Bombs have not changed one bit in this game. They're still really fucking good. Now, I thought this room had a combustible gas here because, much like the flare, the bombs have the flame property, so any combustible gas areas will fucking explode with a bomb.
Darn right. That owns.
Now I gotta rack my mind and remember what we're gonna be doing next in this episode.
Well, we still have 2 bosses to fight, unless Ratatoskr counts, but I don't think so.
No, Ratatoskr's a mid-boss.
Yeah, good. This pleases me. I do love the boss fights in this game.
Yeah, like
Love
even
a
the
good boss fight.
even the mid-bosses get a lot of love in this game. Oh, there is something here I have to do in Darkstar, but I forget what. Oh, I'm getting a secret item here. For this clue, you get it from Zelpid, actually. At some point, he'll start giving you locations of software clues, and he says, for one software, you have to bomb a wall next to a bodacious babe. Now, case in point, the room above us had a, I forget her name, but it was a very attractive Egyptian goddess.
Ah. So we finally got La-Mulana.
And La-Mulana too. Now, unfortunately, my software setup leaves something to be desired. Because if you have both La-Mulana and La-Mulana 2, you get a bunch of perks. And I believe you also could combine La-Mulana 2 with a software I don't have right now in order to get some more item drops. Like
nice.
Like, I believe you get more money in general, and heal orbs give you more EXP.
Alright.
It's just very useful to have those two softwares in your possession at all times. Now I gotta heal up here because I'm pretty sure I'm about to gun for them fucking bosses.
Hell yeah! Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Oh no, I gotta get something in, I actually have to get something in the original ruins.
Oh, okay.
See, this is the joy of being a blind LPer to your own LP. It's great.
Like, what the hell was I thinking?
I haven't had a lot of what the hell was I thinking. It's more like, what the hell am I doing? That's right. Ultra rare information. My dad!
Oh, the Mesa!
So, for those of you that are good at math, La Mesa is 38. His daughter is 21.
Ooh.
So
that means he would have had to be 17?
Yep. And they make mention it in his biography that the age difference between La Mesa and Lumisa is questionable, so we do our best not to talk about it. But yeah, Dr. La Mesa had was a teen daddy.
What a piece of shit then, like 17 having a kid then going off adventuring.
And then leaving your kid to learn the art of ninjutsu while you bum around South Africa.
That's right, eating curry with your dad.
Actually, La Mesa hated his father too before the first game, and then they got along just fine together.
Ah, that's right, because La Mesa took the curse of dad hating.
Yep.
These little men.
Those little men are so annoying to fight.
Yeah, little men usually are.
So now we are going to a boss fight, and I still hate this room. This is the worst room in the game.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Precarious platforms. Yep, love it. It's the best.
So there is going to be a mid-boss fight here, but we haven't activated yet because I want to do this shit first.
Yeah, alright. It's time.
Remember how when we first went here, it kept saying pray to Anu? It turns out Anu is a fucking spaceship.
Oh, of course he is. Secret spaceship, Anu.
So this boss fight...
Oh, this is wild!
Yeah, it's really good in terms of special effects. I love it. So here's...
This is like, God, what was that one in La-Mulana 1? Was it like Leviathan or something? The sea monster where you're on the raft?
Yeah, I can see that, yeah. It's Bahamut, actually, but yeah.
Bahamut, yeah.
So here's the thing, I'm kind of fucking around, but in general, Anu's not actually a hard boss fight. He will land where you are, and if you just move to the side, you could get a couple hits in as he crashes in. And then he has this thing, which is so poorly communicated, in my opinion.
Oh, that's a 90 degree. Ah, that elbow is... I guess you gotta, like, understand that he's in the background.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. In hard mode, This dude is a motherfucker because A, his dive attack goes past you, so you have to gauge the depth of his attack, jump over him, and then get an attack off. And those little balls are also accompanied by fucking homing shots.
Nice.
So he is way harder in hard mode than he is in original mode, and that was my first experience with him. So when I fought him in normal mode, under these conditions, I was sitting there like, is this a joke? What's happening here? What is this horse shit?
Is this free?
The reason I'm taking so many hits is because I'm so apprehensive. But the tension disarmed me. So when I realized, oh, this is it, I'm just like,
Yeah, he's already 2/3 dead, and no problem.
By the way, back in the original runes, we got the codices. You could get those as early as boss 1. They just show boss HP, which is nice to have. I just fucking forgot to get it.
Oh yeah. Well, no big deal. You were doing fine without it. It is kind of nice to like see how much damage the friggin' La-Mulana and the Happy House Mover actually gives you with the flail whip.
Yep. And it's also nice to know when you could just fucking go ham and not care about health.
Right.
Aside from that, boss fight's relatively easy. You can't hit him with projectiles because his bottom is entirely invulnerable.
Sure.
I would love to at this point in the fight, but, well, fuck me. Also, if you think this'll work, no.
That's a shame.
It is just too fast.
That would be really cool, though.
Oh yeah, that was my first thought. There we go.
Yeah, ka-chunk. Toast.
So I do have a funny story about the post-boss theme here, but we gotta see first the unique costume pose for winning with the Valkyrie outfit, and the boss end sequence. Victory!
Awesome.
Fuck!
Ah! True to form.
So, this was fixed because I tweeted this to the developers, and the next morning there was a patch. But back in the original, you get the I forget what it is, but it's the book next to the sphere. Yeah, the scriptures. You get that for beating him. It's not really helpful, but it's nice to have because bats. You don't care about bats anymore. But I digress. Back in 1.0 of the game, if you died at the exact fucking moment you killed the boss, you get credit for it, but you're still in death state. You will come back from the boss fight in death state. You can still jump, you can still move around, but if you attack, you freeze. It was the funniest fucking thing when I streamed it.
What a weird glitch.
Yep, I loved it.
Clayman punch!
Not gonna lie, I completely forget why I brought up the clay. Oh yeah, because I wanted to demonstrate this. If you go in here, if you go into this room at all and you like climb the ladders before, without having the clay suit, you die instantly to poison.
Oh really?
If you have the clay suit, you just can't do anything in there. Oh, you are not kidding, Sinmara. I will know what it is to suffer. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are closing in on the worst fucking boss fight in the entire game.
Oh yeah. Bring it home. Look at that face. Look at that scary face.
Welcome to Surt.
Blammo! So cool!
So, the first part is relatively easy, but let me point out something. In hard mode, there's a fucking bottomless pit there.
Nice!
It is so fucking easy to die instantly in this fight. I hate it! And even in normal mode, it's still the fucking worst because of the shit that rains from the ceiling. Also, check this shit out. Punch!
Whoa! And, oh, he's got his name written on his arm!
He needs his name on his arm because he's too fucking stupid to remember it. Fuck this boss!
Oh, I really like this nerd rage. It's pretty good.
I have never been so upset in my life than my first time fighting this god-awful boss. Ugh.
And there's this terrible level in, like, I think it's Castlevania 4, where you have to climb the clock tower on these blocks that fall from the ceiling, and, like, it's really easy to get squished or fall down and get annoyed. It reminds me of that.
If I had $1 for every time I fucking died because of the ground breaking underneath me and dying to my death, I'd be a rich motherfucker.
Yeah, this is great. This is really fair. I love it. And it also reminds me of that one giant metal skull boss in Contra.
I never played Contra.
Oh, Contra really sucks.
You know the even worse part about this? We killed him atop his arm.
Yeah?
Due to the lava and the position we are in, we are not seeing Bahamut's victory pose this video.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck you, Surt. You ruined everything.
Yeah, this really didn't go that good.
And because of the level of special effects, it's so slow!
It looks like she's raising up a little pork.
Yep, that's exactly what she's doing, but we don't got the video.
Very cute. Nope, doesn't count. Alright, well that's a dead boss.
Time to get us our
never have
reward.
to fight him again. Oh, come on.
Yeah, we need to... See, in the original game, you just need to have it, and it ignores the curse. No, you gotta activate it here, but we get the flame torque.
Oh.
When I saw this shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? What does this do? Well, let's demonstrate. We have even more damage.
Fantastic.
And guess what?
Although,
oh, go ahead.
I thought a torque was for the neck, but I guess that's beside the point.
Now here's the fun part. I said we had the strongest whip in the game. It just got stronger. Guess what, motherfucker? It could still get stronger. I'm gonna do that next episode. But you also have to be very careful, because the fire torque, this is very important, adds the flame property to your weapon.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blammo, baby.
So next time I'm gonna get the strongest whip in the game. I gotta remember how to do that shit. And we're gonna rub fire to everything that hates fire, and it will be wonderful.
Yes.
Take care, folks. Hope you enjoyed this show.